Many people have a dream life that they want to pursue, and then stuff happens and they can't get to their target. What very often happens to stop them is relating to their health, their stress, their well-being, or somebody that they care for whose health is deteriorating. All of their time and attention needs to be spent on that person's healthcare problems, taking them away from what it is that they are actually wanting to achieve in their life. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from the world, in your time zone. My name is Esti Matias, and I'm a Chinese metaphysics practitioner, a naturopath by training, as well as a whole healthcare life transformation coach. That is already a big mouthful. In a nutshell, my passion, my job, is to help you to regain a complete health picture, whether that health relates to your wealth aspect, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your relationship health, or even your spiritual health and well-being. From the Chinese metaphysics perspective, we would only look at the interaction between the 5 different elements in the yin and the yang as it relates to our birth chart and how that expresses within us throughout the course of our lifetime. But many people do not realize the depth and the extent of the 5 elements. This is a quick chart which is proprietary information. Unfortunately, I cannot share this with you because it belongs to one of the associations that I belong to and which training or methodology I follow when it comes to healthcare. But every single one of our 5 elements relates to specific areas of our life. Our sense organs, our sensory perceptions of the world is regulated by 5 elements. Our smells, our taste, even the body fluid, the fluid inside your body, whether that is sweet, whether it's saliva, whether it's mucus, urine, or tears, those are all falling under 5 elements. Strange but true. The quality of movement is literally also indicated by the 5 elements, because you will have one element that deals with expansion, another one that says there's maximum expansion. Then there's one that says now we are going to start the contraction and now we are maximum at a place of contraction. And if one of those interactions are broken, when something happens to stop that process, that is very often when we see health challenges or emotional issues which come up to the surface. The movement, therefore, means that something is either going to be in a state of balance towards the core, meaning moving towards the inside. It is going to be at the core, or it's going to be moving towards the surface or be on the surface. So you constantly have an ebb and a flow and a movement and a progression between life and growth, changing, peacefulness, aging and decline, death, regeneration, birth and growth. So there is never a static plateau from the 5 elements perspective, whether that is in a day, a month, a year, a 10-year life cycle, or even your lifetime. So please do not ever go, oh, I'm fine now. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now, that might not still be the case. Why is that? It's because the seasons and the climates and the changes that happen, not because of us, but because from our environment. So our environment plays an extremely important role when there is heat, when there's dampness, when there's dryness, cold, wind. All of those things affect how you respond to your environment. In turn, all the organs in the body also reflects that health and well-being. So the stomach and the spleen, for instance, relates to the earth element, or the quality of being balanced, being still, being peaceful. And when the mind is not peaceful, the stomach churns. When my mind starts to worry and get anxious, my mind goes, oh, I'm thinking too much about this. What is the result? Is the stomach ulcer. And before you know it, this then sets off, let's call it the boomerang effect, where the one thing starts to affect the next thing, starts to affect the next thing. And before you know it, you've got an entire hexagram or tensegrity pattern, which is feeling as if it is being stressed. Now, if I had to squeeze this long enough, this entire thing is going to pop right open and cause this little ball of mine to explode. Sometimes we just want to contract. And sometimes it is time for us to take a break, recover. This is usually when illness or dis-ease or distress sets into the body, because everything needs to withdraw to have a time to heal. So what we actually want to achieve is a place where we are, let's call it, in a place of balance, seeing potentially when something is going to contract, taking the time, and when stuff is going to expand and be able for you to make a move that is when you go. That is when you roll. That is how you get the maximum benefit from your health, from your chart. So your chart is not there to stop you doing things, but your chart is there to show you, is this an expansion time? Is this a restful time? Is this a contraction time? Is this a I am busy growing time? Is this a I am too much under stress, don't give me any more stress, I'm going to pop? So your chart is just literally there to show you the expansions and the contractions. It is not you, okay? It is not you. Your chart shows you how you could potentially be more at peace, be more in the flow. Now, you are not going to tell me, I just want to go with the flow, because only dead fishes flow downstream, okay? And you are not dead because you are watching this and you are listening to me. So you are definitely not dead. So what else happens in relation to all of this is that the muscles of the body, you've got yin muscles, you've got yang muscles, all of those muscles also start to contract or to expand. And you might find that movement then through your life is either easier or not that easy. Your activities, you've got yin activities and then you've got yang activities. So your yang activities is all about intellectualness, being intellectual, being aware. Awareness is a yang quality of fire element. The yin quality of fire element is the wisdom or the knowing. It's about sitting still, being quiet, that synthesis, that deep knowing of life. That is the yin quality of fire. So you will know that at certain points in your life, you wanted to just become more aware of something, and other times that awareness comes from being still, being quiet, just being aware. So very often a yin fire day, I will say to you, focus on the internal. On the yang fire day, I will say to you, go and learn something new. Go and become aware of something. Build your intellect, build that awareness. So your consciousness, what is a consciousness? Consciousness is the awareness. For fire consciousness, for instance, it is the I am self-aware, I manifest thus, okay? And the role of fire element in your body is to push or to propel your blood. So blood being the life force, without blood, there is no life, because blood carries, blood also brings. It takes and it gives. So fire element very often relates to that giving and receiving energy, which then leads me to the emotion of joy or sadness. If I receive something, if I can give something, I feel joyful, I feel happy. But when something is taken away from me, it often leaves me sad, not grieving, okay? Grieving doesn't belong to fire element. Grief belongs to the metal element, because it's all about the lungs, it's all about the colon, which deals with metal element. So metal element is the grief, it's the lungs, it's the colons, it's the purging, it's the getting rid of something, whereas your fire element is that which brings harmony. If there's a lack of harmony anywhere in your body, it leads to depression. So back to our yin and our yang activity. If there's a lack of being intelligent, if there's a lack of being aware, what is the result? Depression. If there is a synthesis and a knowing of life, that deep synthesis of being still, being quiet, it's got no place for depression, because it only brings joy, harmony, peacefulness, gratitude. Today, backing south, which is the fire direction. Today is the 16th of February, it's a Friday. Backing that direction today, which is why I'm doing the fire talk for you guys. See, for my fire, I like blue, I like water, I like fire, I like the sky, I like plants. So we all have our predominant likes and our dislikes. That doesn't matter. So when it's a fire day, you don't need to do fire work. You can do something else. But it's about what awareness you are cultivating for yourself every single day. So taking time to prime my deity of choice right now during the recording of this video is in the south. Therefore, I am backing south, so that my vision, my passion for how we can interact with the five elements and learn to be in flow, not going with the flow, but in the flow, meaning to expand, contract, get to stillness, get to peace, go towards the core, and then be able to expand out. And with that, I wish you a very happy day, and I look forward to sharing more with you in my upcoming talk on Facebook, on the Zest Wisdom platform very shortly. And if this topic interests you or you want to learn more, do be in contact. My Telegram channel is called Daily Meta Talk. Daily Meta Talk, one word, and you can find it on Telegram. But I look forward to seeing you soon live on Facebook, where yes, you can ask me questions, but do not expect me to do a consultation in a public forum. So thank you very much, everybody. Once again, my name is Esti Matthias, and I will see you soon. Bye.